Today, we're going to be answering the age old question of how often should you upload to YouTube to grow your channel? Now, vidIQ has just released a study saying that, and get this, you need to upload 12 videos per month in order to grow on YouTube. You guys, that's 3 videos per week. Now, before you close out this video and have an existential crisis about your upload schedule, let's talk about what this study actually says for real content creators like you and like me. So, vidIQ analyzed over 5 million YouTube channels from July of 2024 through July of 2025, which, by the way, sounds really impressive until you realize that that's probably just the number of channels that have posted a How YouTube Changed My Life video. Guilty. But here's what they actually found. Channels posting 12 or more times per month get on average 53% more views and 66% more subscribers than channels only posting between 1 and 3 times per month. And yes, I can already hear some of you getting restless in your chairs trying to figure out how you're going to post more content. But before we all start panicking and start batching content like the apocalypse is coming, here are some insights from the study. First, correlation isn't causation. Channels that can upload 12 or more times in a month often have advantages that you and I don't have. Bigger teams, more resources, or they may just be 22-year-olds that don't need 8 hours of sleep to function properly. But here's what the study got right. Frequency does matter, but not just for the reasons you might think. You see, this isn't a upload or fail type of situation. It's more that understanding YouTube's preferences for highly active channels. YouTube rewards consistency and presence, and when you're posting regularly, you're checking off several boxes. Number 1 is you're staying in the recommendation system. Number 2 is that you're creating more opportunities for the algorithm to test your content. Number 3 is that you're building a habit with your viewers. And 4 is you're getting faster feedback on what works. It's kind of like dating. You can't expect someone to remember how charming you are if you only text them once a month and say, "Hey, what's up?" Now, you might be wondering, what does vidIQ say about this dilemma of having to post more often? Well, drumroll please. It is to use vidIQ's tools, of course. Now, coincidentally, they've got great tools for keyword research, script ideas, titling tools, thumbnail design, and actually a very nifty new thumbnail preview feature that just came out. And of course, they've got their Chrome extension for spotting outliers. Now, at this point, it probably feels like an ad read for vidIQ, but I can assure you it is not. Unless, of course, Rob, you want to give me some money. Now, all jokes aside, I actually do quite like vidIQ. There's a lot of really cool tools. So if you're on the fence and you haven't used it, there is a link in my description if you want to check it out. Okay, but let's be clear-eyed about one thing. This article is a bit like Vitamix publishing a study saying that smoothies are the key to health and then insisting you need their latest $1,000 blender to make it happen. So yes, it is equal parts useful information and confirming the suspicion that we've all had, and equal parts a sales pitch. All right, so here's the big takeaways from the study that I happen to agree with. If you post less than once a week, try to post weekly. And this, in my view, is the sweet spot because even just that little improvement to a weekly cadence can lead to some pretty substantial growth on the channel, especially if you're in that 1 to 3 per month range right now. Now, if you're already posting weekly, you might consider repurposing that content into getting more reps on the platform. One 20-minute video can become not just the main video, but 3 or 4 shorts or an easy to record follow-up Q&A from comments that you get on that video. And that's potentially 5 to 6 different pieces of content that were born from one filming session. Now, one thing that I've been doing on my channel is I've been posting one long form video per week, plus hosting a weekly live stream as well. So that gives me 2 touch points per week, but without all the dread of having to edit 2 videos. Now, there's one thing that this study kind of glosses over, and that is that burnout is real. And I've seen creators flame out simply because they couldn't keep consistent to some arbitrary posting schedule that they had set for themselves. And I know what this is like firsthand because I have created so much self-induced stress for myself trying to meet an upload schedule that I created for myself that ultimately was just not sustainable long term. YouTube is the long game and it requires years on the platform to get good and build a channel. So my take is to simply focus on longevity over frequency, especially if that frequency is likely to cause you to quit. I tell my clients to always be jogging and only sprint if you have the energy and only do it in short bursts, but always come back to jogging. Because the worst thing you can do is to sprint as long as you can, only to find yourself stuck on all fours, completely unable to crawl. And this is exactly the kind of thing that I work on with my clients is building sustainable posting habits that don't burn you out while still making meaningful progress on your YouTube channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, click the link in the description and let's chat. And if this study helped you think more clearly about your content strategy, leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.